I had a request to make a video on whether or not the Solo Stove Mesa would boil water or would you be able to cook on it. So we're going to give it a try. I know they make a cooking ring for the Solo Stove Titan, which is supposed to fit the Mesa, but I don't have that and I don't want to buy it. It's $22.95 and I would never use it. So I just set up a little cooking area here above my Solo Stove Mesa, and we're going to give it a shot. All right, I've got my little fire starter down in there, and I've got some, I believe this is apple wood. I just picked up a bag of these smoking chunks at the grocery store because I didn't want to have to take the time to cut everything up into little tiny pieces. That's a good option for you if you're using the Mesa to burn, is just stop at your grocery store and get some chunks, wood chunks that people use to smoke food with. So we're going to get this lit and get it up to temperature. Then we're going to try to boil some water. So to boil water, I'm going to use my Stanley Camp Set, and my assistant's going to show us what's all in that. We use this when we go camping. Go ahead, Violet. So it's got 2 coffee cups in it, and then hold it up for us, Violet, so we can see. There we go. So, and it'll hold a little over 20 ounces of water. I think I'm going to try to boil 16 ounces of water. That'll be 2 cups, and I think that's what most backpacking meals take, is about 2 cups of boiling water. While we're waiting on this coffee to boil, would you all mind subscribing to my channel? I would really appreciate that. It's down in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Thank you. All right, we got a pretty good fire going, and I put the grill grate on top. I got some wood there to try and hold that stable. Now we're going to see how long it takes to boil this water. And most of the time when you're on the campsite, you put the lid back on when you want to boil some water. So that's what we're going to do. And let me time it. And here's the timer. All right, so we'll see. However long it takes, I'll let you know. I'll cut back into it. While that's boiling or coming up to boil, I wanted to show you the temperature. This is my thermopin. I use this for smoking meat. They're really accurate. If you get down here and touch the side of the Solo Stove with the end of it, it's going to read, golly, it's still going up. It's probably going to go up to about 250 degrees. I know I had some comments about this thing doesn't put off any radiant heat. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's going to warm up a room, but if you have 2 people sitting in close proximity to it, you're definitely going to be able to feel the heat. I can feel the heat right here where I'm standing, and I'm not right over top of it. I'm feeling it back. I'm 2 or 3 feet away, and I can feel the heat. So, yeah, it does put off some radiant heat, and it does a pretty good job at that. I mean, it's not like the bonfire. It's not going to, keep you 10 feet away from it because it's so hot, but that's not what it's supposed to do. So I'll be back when the water boils. All right, that thing took off on me. It started boiling and caught me off guard. It was right at about 6 minutes and 30 seconds when it started to boil. Now we're at 7:11. But I heard something hissing and I looked back and there it was boiling. So yeah, it took about 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes to boil 16 ounces of water. So that's pretty good, I think, for an open fire. If you had the cooking ring, it kind of encloses that a little more and probably traps the heat. So I would say it'd probably do a little better. But all in all, it did a good job boiling the water. And we can make some cowboy coffee or some freeze-dried food. And I'm sure you could cook on that grate. It's probably going to have a really small area that heats. But I'm not going to cook on it because I don't want to get grease all over my table. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. Be sure you check out my original Solo Stove Mesa review. And have a great night, and we'll see you on the next video. Be sure you like and subscribe. Thanks.